Hi, Colin. Hi, Colin's family. Hope you all are doing well. I have a hamstring flexibility activity for Colin to try. This activity has three different hamstring stretches that increase in difficulty from number one to number three. Throughout the semester, I noticed that Colin's hamstrings are very tight, which can affect his overall posture and his movement through various activities that we do. So really think this could benefit him in many ways. He can try these stretches following working out. So when the muscles are warm, that's when they're best to be used. So this is the first stretch. This is a wall stretch. The wall stretches worked really well with Colin when we tried them over the semester. So for this wall stretch, you'll have one leg that is propped on the wall while his back is completely flat on the ground. The other leg, the leg that's not being stretched, can either be resting off to the side or it can be bent at the knee, like so in this picture. So following his being active, following being physically active, Colin should perform this stretch for a 10-second hold per each leg. So do the right leg first and then switch to the left leg and do 10 seconds both legs. And then repeat for a total of 30 seconds per leg. So 3 sets of 10 seconds per leg. And some modifications for this activity. Um, you can provide assistance for with Colin for getting his leg on the wall. Um, you can increase the distance from the his butt to the wall to make it easier. So currently in this picture, my leg is very straight. The goal is for Colin's leg to be just as straight. So you might need to either increase the distance from the wall to make it easier or decrease the distance from the wall to make it more difficult. But overall, the goal is his leg to be straight. So increase the distance or decrease the distance depending on that. And you can also mirror his movement. So just doing the activity with him is very helpful. That's what I learned over the semester. So that is the first stretch. So this is a wall stretch, well, the easiest one out of all three of them. And then we have a standing stretch. So for this activity, you will need some kind of raised surface. Right here, I'm using a box of crackers, but just a couple inches off the ground. This again, you will increase or decrease the distance of the raised surface depending on the straightness of his leg. So for this activity, his feet are going to be staggered. One leg is going to be propped up on a raised surface. Legs need to be completely straight, and he is going to push his weight backward slash down at the hips to activate the hamstrings. So following being active, again, this is the same activity, same as the first activity. It's 3 sets of 10 seconds per each leg. And some modifications. So you can gently push Collins back to activate the stretch. Over the semester, we had problems with just overall activating the stretch. So just, slightly just pushing at the back and holding to help him activate it would be very beneficial. Again, increase or decrease the raised surface depending on the straightness of his leg. Again, in order to get optimal stretch, his leg needs to be straight. Um, you can mirror his movement, and he can also use the wall for support. So, like in this picture, I'm right next to the wall. So if I were to have lost balance, or if Colin were to have lost balance, the wall will be there to support him. Okay, and then for the last stretch, this is a yoga stretch. It's actually called the pyramid. So in this stretch, his feet are going to be staggered with about like 1 foot of distance or so, again, depending on straightness of the leg. Colin will be reaching towards his toes, pushing his weight backward slash down in the hips. And this is the same as the previous stretches, three sets of 10 seconds per each leg. And some modifications, you can gently, again, push Colin's back to activate the stretch. You can mirror his movements, and you can, again, use the wall for support comes to balancing. Over the semester, for the standing stretches, it was Colin would sometimes lose his balance, so that wall will definitely help. So just some activity pointers. So again, these stretches are best for after working out when the muscles are warm, and they will overall improve Colin's hamstring flexibility and his overall posture. This activity is designed to be a progression in the order of 1, 2, and 3. So please follow that order because that will best benefit him, kind of easing him into the stretching of the hamstrings and just getting easy to more difficult. So the mastery of each levels. So for like number 1, just mastery is him being able to perform the stretch as stated slash shown slowly, with his legs or leg completely straight and with controlled balance for 30 seconds per leg. So that is what you are looking for when it comes to mastering the stretch. So once number 1 has been mastered about 3 times, where he is able to hold that stretch without losing balance, holding it for 10 seconds, for a total of 30, then you can move on to number 2 and so on. So again, it is important though to follow this progression. And overall, I just want to say thank you, Colin. I had a great time this semester working with you. Your positive attitude is amazing, and I hope that this activity can help you with your hamstring flexibility. And I hope you all have a great summer. Thank you so much.